the A-Team?
And you're watching What's Up Heritage.
Welcome to Betcha.
Hello, Generals, and welcome to this Friday edition of the 5-Star News. I'm Jaden, and he's Ty, and we will be y'all's tour guide for a great show today.
We sure do, and we'll start you out the way we always do with, What's Up Heritage.
Yep, and here's the weird transition where we pitch the show to our very own story, along with Cooper Lee Bell, of course.
Take that away.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'm Jaden.
And I'm Ty.
And you're watching What's Up Heritage, your quick hit segment for everything happening here at HHS.
It's episode 53. It's been a week since y'all have seen us, so let's get straight into it.
First up today, we've got varsity baseball at home versus Calhoun. That's going to be at 5:30 p.m. Ty, how do you feel about going against the Hoon?
I feel pretty good about it, honestly, because last week we got beat by Northwest pretty bad in the first game. Then we came back and beat them twice. And then, this week, obviously, that first game didn't go well. So today we're looking for, a good game. And then tomorrow, it's the day we've all been waiting for. It's the prom. It's going to be at the Signal. It's going to be from 7 to 11 p.m. Make sure to bring your dancing shoes and to say hi to Coop when you get there.
I'll be bringing my sparkly yellow pearl shoes.
Yes, I'm ready to see that.
And then lastly, if you are on the highest honors list, or if you don't know, you need to go check that out. That's going to be right on the counselor's office door. Check your name on there. If you're not on there, cry me a river.
That's pretty much all I can say about that. Let's hand it straight over to Cooper Lee Bell for the weather. Take it away.
All right, thanks, guys. Let's look at that 4-day weather forecast. Friday, we have a high of 89 and a low of 62 with a 10% chance that we get Caden Strickland at prom. I would love to see that boy at the Signal, but he just stays cooped up in that little house of his all the time now. It's going to be partly cloudy that day. Saturday, we have a high of 87, a low of 50, and a 5% chance of rain. It's going to be partly cloudy again. Great prom weather. Caden Strickland, you got to be there. Sunday, we have a high of 68 and a low of 42 with a 55% chance of rain. It's going to be rainy that day. A little colder that day. A little colder. Monday, we have a high of 73 and a low of 43 with a 0% chance of rain. Partly cloudy again. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
Thanks, Coop. Love that AFCO shirt. That's going to wrap it up for today's episode of What's Up Heritage.
We'll catch you next time, but for now,
we're passing it over to the next team of anchors here on 5-Star News.
Have a fantastic day, Generals. To the news now, and we here at Heritage found out late last week that our school was named the top public high school in North Georgia by the prestigious Chattanooga Times newspaper's Best of the Best annual awards spread.
That's a tremendous honor indeed, but Ty, we already knew we had the best school around, bro.
True that. 5-Star News reporters Emily Ray, Jada Lara, Jamie Locke, and Hannah Bulmer talked to some of our admins and teachers about receiving their award.
Heritage High School won Best of the Best in the greater Chattanooga area. We're the best school in North Georgia, and it's completely because of the great teachers, great students, families, everybody working together for what we do here. So big congratulations. Ms. Parker was with me at the ceremony. We got a plaque, got announced in front of everyone.
Well, they're asked, why did we think our school was so great? And so all the teachers that were there and administrators got to talk about, just to local people about why we think our school is so great, which I think is awesome because once you leave high school, you're not in a high school anymore. And so we had a chance to kind of brag on our school and share some cool things about why we love Heritage.
It was just a really cool night to acknowledge all the hard work that everybody does here.
Just like businesses compete for best of the best, you can have a best of the best school for North Georgia, which is what we won. And I believe the finalists were Boynton Elementary, Gordon Lee High School, and Heritage High School. So community members vote what school they think is the best, and we won this year. There were a lot of businesses and restaurants and things like that there, and we were the only category for education or anything like that. So I think it's a pretty big deal that we won, and I do think we are the best of the best.
Great job, ladies.
Now to a recap of last Friday's annual talent show.
I didn't get to go, Ty, but I did hear some good things about this year's show. So,
Me too. And lucky for us, I guess, we have the dynamic duo of Michael Courtney and, of course, Caden Farmer to give us a recap of the show in this report.
Hi guys, I'm Miss Wells. I just wanted to stop by and say thank you so much for coming to the talent show last week.
Long time coming, but I know.
All in all, it was one of our best shows. We had some awesome seniors.
My favorite act was definitely Jocelyn's. Her performance was just really good. Her voice was great. I think it was a great song for her voice, and I just loved watching it.
High in the sky, we can see the whole world down below. We're walking a tightrope.
My favorite act was probably either of the Boyds. I think they both have very beautiful voices. Previous talent shows, and also Mason Courtney Soper. I think he did really well because I know him from being in band, and he's very talented, like musically.
The instrumental acts were also really good. Like Mason's flute, I thought that was really pretty. They just all did a very great job.
Out of the first 5 acts of the talent show, I would have to say that Mason Courtney Soper would have to be my favorite. I can't remember what he named his piece, but the piece that he performed, he completely composed by himself. The backing track, the live instruments that we heard, it was incredible. It kind of reminded me of like those like snake songs where they like tame the snakes. I really enjoyed that piece.
So again, hope you guys enjoyed the talent show, and we'll do it again next year.
looked pretty good, I must say.
Yep, another awesome event took place right here at the Taj on Wednesday as well.
Well, that is if you're an athlete.
And you know that I am, Jay. But as a senior, there's no need in me getting my yearly physical. But it sure looked like a lot of underclassmen took part in physicals.
Definitely a great way to take care of this early for next year, because I know last time I didn't get it in and it was a big mess.
Yeah.
Here's our 5-star news reporters, Emily Ray, Jamie Locke, Hannah Bulmer, and Jada Locke with more in this report. Take it away, guys.
I think the physical, the annual Center for Sports Medicine Physical Examination Day that we do every year is beneficial for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's just way easier for the coaches and for the admin to organize athletes in the school and make sure everybody's up to date on their physicals for the following school year. The coaches don't have to worry about it. The players don't have to worry about it. Parents don't have to worry about it. It just makes our lives a whole lot, everyone's lives a whole lot easier.
Getting my physical at the school is a lot easier and cheaper than going to the doctor because they have my physical for the whole year.
I do wrestling, and it's a lot easier to get a physical here because it's cheaper and you can do it on campus, and the timing's better too because you wouldn't have to like get it in the middle of the season or anything.
So the physicals were good. You got to pay like $25 to get into it, and they do those like stations for like the physical stuff, and they answer all these questions on paper. It just makes it simpler and easier instead of actually having to go to the doctor.
I got a physical on Wednesday and it was very beneficial. I didn't have to go to the doctor's office and it was very easy, quick, fast. It was done.
It's a fundraiser for the school, helps our athletic program gain some money and take care of some needs that we need throughout the year, like equipment and upkeep and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's a great opportunity, and we're just happy we get to do it, and it's a great plan that was brought up by Monica years ago.
Coach Crowder here from Cross Country and Track and Field. A huge shout out to all of you that got your physicals done. We definitely appreciate that as coaches. That is something that will guarantee that you can compete all year next school year. So whether you're doing a fall sport, a winter sport, or a spring sport, that'll be good. That is definitely something that we need to get on file. So just appreciate y'all.
Thanks, ladies, for that report.
Time for a break now, but hang around after the commercial for sports and entertainment.
Boys and girls tennis bring back hardware from their region tournaments and baseball in a huge series versus Calhoun.
Those stories and more next in sports.
So, hey guys, as many of y'all know, we have our spring blood drive coming up on April the 23rd. So we want y'all to come out and support our community. And just so y'all know, each pint of blood you donate saves 3 lives.
Alrighty, and you can find the blood center table in front of the media center. And if you've never donated before, go ahead and pick up a slip and make sure you bring it back the day of.
If you're like the Court of Courage when you graduate, you need to donate 6 times for the single and 10 times for the double. You could also claim this on your college access community services. Seniors, check your Google Classroom for your standings.
And then on the day of, make sure you eat and hydrate. And we're excited to see you there, so come on out.
Well, we got a new backdrop because Nary Tabota kind of took ours. But welcome back, guys, to this 23rd installment of the HHS Sports Report.
Talon, I am ecstatic to bring this sports report to you guys out in the field.
To start us off, our baseball team played their series against Northwest and Calhoun.
Our sports reporters Cody Bryan, Jacob Cancer, Kaiser Gwynn, and Hunter Zanatti have that recap for you.
The Northwest series went well for us. We were able to take the series 2 out of 3, keeps us in contention for playing for the region championship this week. Friday night's game was probably one of the most exciting games I've ever been a part of. It was a back-and-forth type game, and we were able to open it up in the bottom of the 9th. Got Calhoun this week. Calhoun's a very talented team. We're going to see a really good arm on the mound Tuesday, so the key to us is throwing strikes and swinging at good pitches and making plays.
Northwest series was really good. I think the first game with us losing, it gave us a lot more motivation. And then the last game, we went into double extra innings. It was really fun. And I'm excited to play Calhoun.
The Northwest series went good. We bounced back from a tough loss in Game 1 and came back and fought hard and won the last 2 games. We got Calhoun coming up, so just got to do the same thing.
Yeah, the Northwest series, it definitely went really well. It was a huge series. We battled back from adversity in that first game with a huge loss. And then we came back, took care of business on Thursday, and then we got the huge win on Friday. Coming up, we're going to have to play very versatile against Calhoun. And, yeah, it's going to be a big series.
Now on to boys tennis as they had their region tournament on Tuesday and Wednesday.
The boys beat Ridgeland and Northwest on Tuesday to set up a meeting with Calhoun Yellow Jackets for the region championship.
Let's get it over to me and Coach Green as we have that report for you.
So Tuesday and Wednesday, we went down to Calhoun and played in our region tennis tournament. Played Ridgeland first, walkover, pretty much easy win. Nobody really broke a sweat during that one. So we took down Ridgeland 3-0. Then we went later that day, later in the evening, we played Northwest. And Northwest played us really close and really good during the regular season. So there were some nerves going into that match. But we handled business, took care of Northwest pretty easily. Also beat them 3-0.
The region tournament went pretty good for the boys. We finished runner-up overall in the tournament. We had 2 wins on the first day of the tournament over Ridgeland and Northwest. The Northwest match was, we won 3-0. We played pretty well. They're not bad. Ridgeland, we pretty much knew we were going to beat them. Northwest provided a little more competition, but everybody played really well in that, and it got us really ready to go for the championship match on Wednesday against Calhoun.
And then on Wednesday, because we beat Northwest, that set up a meeting with Calhoun for the region championship, just like last year. And we knew that this was going to be a tough one. Calhoun pretty much handled business during the regular season, and they did it again here in the region championship. We had some players play a lot better than they did in the regular season. Kevin Yang played, in my opinion, the best player in the region really well in that first set. Then it kind of fell apart in the second. Cade Green played probably the second best player in our region. He played pretty good. Struggled a little bit, but, I mean, it's Calhoun. And so we lost 3-0 to Calhoun. So we were region runner-up, and we'll see where this puts us for state.
And Calhoun had beat us up pretty bad the first time we played them, 5-4-0, I think, something like that. And then we played them a little bit better this time. I thought Kevin Yang did a really good job at number one. He lost 6-4, 6-1. Cade was about the same with his guy. He lost the first set 6-1. He was down 4-2 when his match got stopped. Will Farmer has been playing really well of late. Probably, I think he's playing as well as anybody on the team right now. He won his first set in a tiebreaker, but didn't get to finish because the two doubles teams lost. So once you get 3 wins in the region tournament, they pull the match. So Calhoun beat us 3-0. They'll represent the region as the region champion in the state tournament.
And the runner-up are the Heritage Boys Tennis Group, led by head coach Jeff Green and assisted by Jeff Hall. Congratulations on a fine season. They are runners-up.
Get in there. We'll be the runner-up. So we're going to have a home match next week. Don't know who it is yet. We'll have a home match, and hopefully we get a good seed for the tournament because I think this team's good enough to make some noise. We just need that right position when the brackets come out here, hopefully in a couple hours.
Thanks for the sports, you guys. To entertainment now, and we're going to take you all the way back to last Friday for the concert and chamber choir's performance of their spring showcase featuring the HMS 8th graders.
It was an electric event, I'm sure, Jay. And 5-star news reporters Michael Courtney and Caden Farmer were on hand for this report.
We had the Heritage High School Chorus Showcase last Thursday, and that's a fun time for all of the students to kind of show just a little bit of what we've been working on all semester.
One thing I like about the choir showcase is it's like a good way for like some of the upcoming freshmen to get to know more choir members before they get to high school.
The 8th graders that have been in chorus with Mrs. Carter came over and sang 4 songs with us, and then our concert choir and chamber choir sang what they did for their large group performance evaluation. And then our literary team music events kids sang one of their pieces. So it was a lot of fun, just kind of showed everything that we've been working on from January till now.
So the 8th grade choir showcase is always such a highlight of my year because we get to see the 8th graders really grow and blossom throughout the year, and then it gets to the point where they're initiated into the choir, and it's always just such a great little experience because they get to watch the choir and they get to watch the chamber choir, the concert choir, they get to watch the literary team, which I had a blessing of being on this year, and it's just always such a great moment to be with the 8th graders.
And I mean, it was really fun. All the songs were really good. All the 8th graders did well, and I enjoyed it.
Also, this Thursday we'll have another concert starting at 7:30 with Choral Arts of Chattanooga, and we'll have a string orchestra with that. It'll be a lot of fun. Tickets are $20 for adults, $10 for students at the door. And then we have one more concert at the end, like our spring concert, which is May 7th. So we'd love for you all to come attend one of the last 2 concerts.
Great job, choir. Now it's time to get on to some entertainment. And we're starting with the greatest game show this school's ever seen. It's What's in the Box.
Of course. And this week, I mean, it's a great episode. We have our very own Cooper Lee Bell going up against a surprise contestant. Let's just see how it goes. Take it away.
Welcome back to the greatest game show this school's ever seen. It's What's in the Box, and we've got 2 brand new contestants coming in this week. Let's just go and head over to their intros. Alright, I don't even know what that was. I'm excited. Let's just go in the first round. All right, Coop. So excited to have you on here finally.
I know.
Your first round.
I'm doing great.
Time starts now.
This is going to be
like ankle tape, like trainer tape. Like,
That is correct. It's athletic tape.
Athletic tape. That'll work.
All right, Coop, second round. Your time starts now. What are we holding?
This is going to be a stamp thing to like, get
That
into
is
a
correct.
game. This is one of the
It's
stamps.
a stamp. Bonus points for what it says. Yes. Think about if you're letting someone into the game.
Admission.
Approved.
Shoot.
All right, Coop. Last round. Time starts now.
I mean, we're just putting stuff in here now. Can I get like a bean bag, like a sandbag?
That is gonna be time.
A
What is your final guess?
bag of salt.
That is incorrect. It is bamboo charcoal, 75 grams, straight from the weight room refrigerator. All right, Coach Bice. First round, 5 seconds, starts now.
Okay.
What is in the box?
Tape. Athletic tape.
That is correct. 1 for 1. Quick work. Oh.
Yes, stamp. Stamper. Name
That's
stamp.
also correct. Okay, last round. Your time starts now.
Ooh. Oh, something you hang in your closet to make your clothes smell good.
That is incorrect. It is bamboo charcoal.
Oh.
That is what it is.
Well, yeah, but.
Yeah. All right, now we need to. I know what time it is. It's time for a tie goes to tie. Let's get straight into it. The question is, which state has the most Waffle Houses?
Washington.
No.
Florida.
No.
No.
California.
North Dakota. No. Texas. No. Missouri. No.
Georgia.
That is correct. That is the correct answer. According to Logan Sheetwood, it is Georgia with 400 and something, he said. We will see y'all next week for What's in the Box.
That's why they call it the greatest game show the school's ever seen.
Now we're going to hand it over to another just amazing game show. It's called Locking the Prize.
What's it going to be this week, Ty?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Welcome back to Lock in the Logic.
Let's head to Hannah for this week's episode.
Okay, welcome back to Lock in the Logic. Today I'm here with our legendary winner,
Kennedy Elkins.
Mr. Wolf.
Jack Holloway.
Round 1.
Okay, and our first question is, name the 5 senses.
Touch, taste, smell, hear. How many is that? 4. Speak. Wait. Touch. Feel, smell, hear. What did I even say? Touch, smell, hear. Yeah, whatever the first 4 that I said. And then.
Sight, smell, touch, hear. Feel? No, that's touch. Smell? I can't remember. Sight, touch, smell, hear. Taste?
Smell, taste, hearing, sight, and feeling.
Round 2.
And our second question is, where is Yellowstone National Park?
Wait, it's out west. It's either Montana or Wyoming or something like that.
Okay, which one's your final guess?
Montana.
Yellowstone is in California.
Good guess.
Wait, no. I went to Yosemite. I'm sorry. Yellowstone is in Montana.
Michigan.
Round 3.
And our last and final question is, name the 3 branches of government.
Legislative. Oh my god, you guys are making me feel stupid. It's legislative. Executive and. How do you say it? Judicial.
Oh, executive, legislative, and judicial.
Executive, legislative, and judicial.
Good job.
Results for this week's show is Kennedy Elkins with 0 points, Mr. Wolf with 0 points, Jack Holloway with 2 points. Congratulations to Jack Holloway for winning this week's show. We'll see you in next week's episode.
Fantastic job on that segment, guys.
What do we have next?
I think it's Flicks with Chizbang.
Flicks with Chizbang.
I know. Woo! All
I've been looking forward to this since What's in the Box. I mean, just go right now. Just go.
It's been a minute. It's been a fat minute. It's been almost a whole week, if not a whole week. We got a pretty interesting episode coming up today. This or that? Would you guys rather watch this or that? Pretty interesting stuff. Let's get to it. Okay. Hello, guys, and I'm here with
Cruz Jackson.
Cruz. What is your movie hot take?
Wicked is a terrible movie and musical.
Got any reason to back that up?
I just don't like musicals.
Okay. You heard it here?
Asher, Bryce.
Alright, Asher, what is your one movie hot take that you think will blow the lid off of Heritage High School?
I think Interstellar is overrated.
Oof, that is a good one. I bet a lot of people disagree. Thank you. For our last contestant, I'm here with
Daniel Gonzalez.
Alright, Daniel, I got one question for you. What is your movie hot take?
I think the Wuthering Heights movie is a great depiction of the book and is very accurate to what happens in the book. Great movie overall.
Oh, well, that is a pretty hot take. Thank you, guys. That will conclude it for today's Flicks with Chiz. Well, don't really have much more to say, except
next week's show is gonna be this.
What is your guys' least favorite movie?
See you, Generals.
Hope you had a great time, because we sure did.
Amazing.
That's all the time we have for this Friday edition of the 5-Star News.
Yep, but we'll be back next Tuesday with a brand new report. So until then, have a great weekend, everyone. And as always, stay classy, Heritage.
What's up, Heritage? Welcome to this edition of 5-Star News.
Is this the 18?
And you're watching What's Up, Heritage.
Welcome to Betcha.